Hey guys, welcome back. I'm Sid,
I'm Tay.
and we got our light
We have our light
sticks.
sticks. Yes.
They finally made it to us from Japan.
Yeah, Sid's had theirs for a while. Mine finally arrived. Like, fuck. How long has it been?
It's it's been a little while. It's
It's
been like maybe almost a month for
yeah, it's
you.
been almost been a month.
Yeah,
Damn.
I got mine in January, so
Yeah, mine was at the
I've had it
beginning
for
of
a little while. But
February, and we're in March now. So
yeah, but yeah, we're so ready.
we're so up.
Not 100% ready, but ready enough, you know.
Yep. We're in this
And today we're
shit.
doing more spacecraft.
Spacecraft.
I've been waiting to watch these videos.
Yes. Oh man, it's been so hard. Like every time that I see them on my YouTube, I'm like, no, I can't click on that because I almost do every time.
Yeah, you're
I'm
like, oh,
like,
it'll be your first video. Thank you very much. Thank you very
OBS isn't
much.
open. I'm not in call with Sid. It's 3
I
a.m.
can't click on this video. It's 3 a.m. It's always 3 a.m. That's when it happens. Oh, wait, I have to also show this, or else I'll pass away.
Well,
Isn't he so cute? Imagine I just do every video like this. Like I'm fucking Ratatouille. Yup. Why'd you pick out the core card?
for you, even though you have
Oh,
one.
I have two.
That's right. You have two. How many? How many of the other guy do you? Kaiju, do
The
you have
other
three?
guy.
Three?
Oh my god, I made my camera blurry. I have 3 Kaidus. Yeah, see, this is what I got.
Surely
This is
they'll
what
be
I was blessed
excited.
with. This is what I was blessed with.
So
He's haunting me.
Sid went and got the random packs. Sid ordered like what was
Mm-hmm.
it, 5 random packs,
Yeah, so I got 10 cards.
and then I ordered the whole set
Yeah,
because I'm a freak.
yeah. So Tay has everybody.
I have
I
everybody.
have
Sid has 2 cores,
7.
3 Kaidus, and then one of everybody else.
Honestly, the as long as I pulled the core card, which I did, and then I immediately got on the floor, I was fine. So the fact that I pulled 2 core cards is crazy. And then 3 Kaidus. I pulled. Who else did I pull? I pulled Shunto. Only be first member I pulled. I pulled Aki.
Icky.
I pulled Ryuki. I pulled Reiko. And I pulled Kanon.
Hang on.
Yep. But the 3 Kaidus is crazy work. These will be going to some of my bestie friends when we go on tour.
When we go on
Don't!
tour.
Yeah, we're the ones on tour, actually. It's our tour now. Meet and greet, it's with us. Gotta put these dang cards.
Okay, this
away.
wasn't meant to be mean to Sid, but because Sid doesn't have
That was,
Sota.
that's mean. That should be my card. I have to buy one off of Mercari now.
Maybe you'll meet a bestie at one of the shows that wants Kaiju really bad and didn't get him, and they have a Sota.
Maybe. That would be so perfect. I need a Sota and I need a Ron, and then I'll be happy.
I'm not gonna pull Ron out. He's like in the middle of the
No,
page.
no, don't. I'll cry. The Ron card is so cute. Okay, we gotta talk about spacecraft.
We do. I was about to start talking about Eddie.
Yeah, no, we can't.
I'll cry.
Yeah. So I haven't watched these videos at all. I
Mm-mm.
actually, I stayed away. I was gonna watch the dance practice, but because of the atmosphere, I just decided not to watch it. Because it's at the dome. It's not like in the practice room.
Oh, right.
So I was like, I have to wait and watch this
I forgot that
for the first time.
they did this in the dome.
Yeah. Really cool
Crazy.
idea, by the way.
Yep.
I've seen a couple dance practices like this before, especially NCT ones.
Mm-hmm.
The baggy jeans dance practice is also on a big ass stage, and I was like, yeah, I love that. So
I haven't seen that one.
It's very
I think
good.
it's on my
I love
list to
baggy
do
jeans.
actually with my other wavy NCT bullshit that I'm gonna do solo.
Yep. I love that video.
Which, real quick, because we're talking about it, I did start making a list of other content for us to react to. We've been talking about it for like 2 or 3 months at this point. I actually made a list of like things that I'm going to react to solo and like groups that Sid and I can react to together. Not sure when we're going to be able to record for those things, but there's a list now made.
Yes. We're cooking.
We're cooking. We're it's a slow cooker. It's a crock pot.
It's a crock pot for sure. But the soup that's gonna come out of it afterwards, fantastic.
Yeah, the broth is in there and nothing else, so you just gotta give us a little bit.
Yup.
Okay. And then just so you guys know, you're gonna find out in a second, but I did already turn on the Japanese descriptive audio, so we're gonna react to the dance practice with that audio rather than the.
I'm gonna freak out.
I'm nervous because what is this gonna sound like? They're just screaming in an
know.
arena.
It's gonna be echoey.
Surely. Okay.
I can't believe it. More B first. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Purple Junon.
Oh, the foot stomp.
Uh-huh.
He's crazy. Oh, I love the way the stage sounds.
Uh-huh.
Wow.
God, I love Minato.
Yum. I really like Junon's sweater.
I know, it's really cute.
it's really cute. Ryuhei's kind of crazy.
Yeah, I've been seeing him this whole time. I'm like, Bro's a dancer, we get it.
So just like actually crazy. I don't know how many times I can say it.
Not enough.
No. I just don't get it. I just don't get how that's physically possible. Yoki just went crazy. That was insane.
That was really funny. I love that man.
I can't. I don't have any words.
Wow.
Whoa, bro just fucking collapsed the universe into his hands. Yup. Oh, I love that part.
Yeah. I like how much they utilize that in this choreography, like the staggered like dance moves, because they did that a couple of times. I'm not sure if we talked about it when we watched the dance performance, but it's really cool. I want to talk about it again if we did talk about it.
Yeah, no, I don't. To be honest, I don't think we did.
There was
But yeah,
just so much.
yeah, it's very cool. I know I said this last time we talked about this choreography, but Sota really knows how to find the most minuscule sound in the choreography and be like, I gotta choreograph on that beat.
You know
Like
what?
he will find like one tick sound and he's like, I gotta hit something right there. And he does.
And
And I'm like,
the amount
okay,
of
sure.
like I don't know how to describe it, like echoey kind of movements that they do
Mm,
kind of reminds me of like a sonar, like how
mm,
sound travels in an
yeah.
area. That's what that reminds me of.
Yeah, no, I get it.
And that's kind of cool cuz
They're crazy.
there is no sound in space because
No,
there's no way for it to
because
travel.
there's no atmosphere.
Yeah. But
Oh,
that just makes it cooler to me because I'm just like they're they're making the sound. There's no way for the sound to travel. They're making the sound physically.
yeah. Yeah, it's just like when Sota's choreographing and there's no beats there and he's like choreographing something to no beat and you're like and he can see the music even when it's not playing.
Hmm.
Like he can see music even if you can't hear it. And
There's
I'm
a
like
pattern.
that's crazy.
There's a
Yeah,
pattern that he's seeing that
everything is a
nobody else is
pattern.
seeing.
Yep. And then he puts it together and you're just like, "Whoa, this is actually a cohesive piece of choreography."
No, literally. I
So
loved
cool.
the footsteps on the stage. Also, this stage is
Yeah,
fucking huge, bro. And this is the
it's
extended
massive.
stage too. Like I know that
Uh-huh.
this is the like the main stage is behind them. This is the extended like this is
Could
huge.
you could you imagine standing next to that screen? Like how big that screen would be?
No,
You're like,
I
"No, I don't want to."
I stood on stage for there's a huge venue in New York and I stood on the stage there and I thought that was massive. Bro, this nothing compared to whatever this is.
It's just fucking crazy. Absolutely insane
Radio
stage.
City
The
Music Hall.
lights,
That's the venue.
yes.
That's where
Yes,
I
I've
stood
heard
on
of
that
that.
stage. And
Oh, crazy.
it's huge,
Mhm.
but it's nothing compared to this.
No.
Like that
Domes are a
this
different breed.
this makes that venue seem intimate and it's not.
Mhm. No. This is such a random thing to talk about, but this stage looks like it would be really good to dance on. Like it
Yes.
looks really tactile, like you're not gonna slip. Like it looked like and you can hear the sound too when their like shoes are like moving on the floor. You can hear how much traction they have, which is good because I don't want them to slip and fall and hurt themselves.
Right, especially with how much they run around. I've seen the tour clips.
Exactly.
I know what they do.
I've seen videos. I know how they be running on that stage.
I know that they act like they're toddlers.
Well, yes. But yeah, I've danced on some slippery ass stages, so I'm glad that this does not look slippery at all.
Yeah, or like they don't keep the maintenance up on the stage, and so like anything that would stop you from slipping is now rubbed away.
It's gone. Yep. Yep. Been on stages like that. They suck.
Especially because it seems like they have new shoes all the time. Like new shoes are not gonna
They
help
have
you here.
no. They have 8 million pairs of shoes each.
They wear them
I'm sure.
one day a year,
Yeah.
and then they always look fresh.
365 pairs of shoes for the year so that you can wear one per day.
Exactly, unless you're Junon and you wear those Tims all the fucking time.
So many of them wear Tims, actually.
Yeah, I see Shunto's got them on too, but I feel like Junon wears them all the time. Like half the time when I see him, he's
That's
wearing
true.
Tims.
It's like, okay, Tim guy, I guess. The way I could have just said, okay, Timbaland, and I didn't. I said, Tim guy.
You know?
God, that's how you know I'm out of practice recording.
Yeah,
Joke didn't even make sense.
Bro, it's been
like 2 months.
It's been since Spacecraft released. The week that Spacecraft released was the last time that we recorded.
Yep. God.
Yoki looks
Yoki looks
so
like a marshmallow.
he's so cute. He's half caffeine at this point.
More than that. He's probably got black coffee for blood. There's no blood in it. It's just black coffee.
Well, I imagine that they made him drink water, so I'm assuming the other half is
Well,
water.
yeah, I guess.
I
Coffee's
guess.
part water, you know?
Yeah, that doesn't dehydrate you at all.
Man.
We could have been holding this the whole time.
The way I just saw it on my desk and went, and then you had also picked it up at the same time.
We're not excited.
We're stupid. Oh, we're stupid.
We're not excited at all.
Bam. Pow.
So
wow.
I
They're
just I
crazy.
love that part for Monato when he's in the center and he's like doing all that crazy shit. Like that is just so cool. He eats that shit up.
Yeah, he does. Monato's energy is always fantastic.
Mhm.
He always takes anytime he has a center part, he makes like takes full advantage of like being in the center and being like, yeah, here I am. This is what I can do. And you're like, whoa, that's sick.
For sure.
And then you're like, and you're always like, oh, that was a nice part. Like Monato's parts are never boring. Like
No.
I can't say anybody's parts are or are not boring, like by and large. But like Monato's parts especially, they're always fun. Like I always think about his part in like mainstream and his parts in like Boom Boom Back, and I'm like, he just always has good parts of the song.
He
Good
really knows
hooks.
how to sell it too.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. He's always given it his all, which I like.
Oh, there's a part where they do like a gravity, like where they're like fall like leaning back on their heels and then they like do this or something like that and they step into the next formation that way. Loved that. So dramatic.
Yep.
Oh, I remember. It was going to be about Sota's choreography again. Classic.
Let me hear it. Let me hear it.
Again, because we've talked about this in other songs that he's had a hand in the choreograph. God, I can't ever fucking say that word right whenever I'm trying to put it in a sentence.
Yeah.
Whenever he's choreographing.
Also, wait, while we're talking, do you want to have the shit up, the thing up while we're talking? Like, okay.
No, it'll be
We'll
fine.
figure it out.
I'm just gonna cut in between, like, because I think it works better that way than me trying to be like, okay, I want to talk about this and I want to talk about this and I want to talk about this, because then we get to the part where we're talking and I'm like, what did I want to talk about again?
Yeah.
So I'll just cut in between. It doesn't matter. So Sota, when he is in charge of choreo, consistently, because we've talked about this, we haven't watched the video together, but you've talked about this in the video where he did the breakdown of his choices and stuff. The like understated, like non-dramatic moves where you expect a really dynamic dramatic move. Again, a lot of that in this song. And it's just like I'm just expecting them to explode, and he's like, no, I'm gonna do this like really tiny movement with my hand and I'm gonna have everybody else like take baby steps to the left.
Yeah, I love it. I think it's so fun watching BE:FIRST choreography and watching Sota choreography, because I'm watching this song as like a full picture, and like as I'm watching it, I'm like, wow, this picture is, you know, really beautiful. It moves this way, it moves this way, it expands, it contracts, they move around. But then if you just watch Sota, you're like, wow, he's doing 1,000 more things than everybody else. And not in like a distracting way, not in a like, oh, everybody else has to pick up the slack kind of way. It's just like
he
things
can't help
that he
it.
probably just does, like muscle memory, like the way he moves his like whole body and like his shoulders and the arms and like the hands and stuff. Like there's just so many extra tiny little details that you never see because they're not big enough to catch your attention. But then when you watch Sota the whole time, you're like, what has he been doing this whole time?
No,
is he doing different choreography? No, he's not.
Yeah, it's just so like innate to him to move that way that it's just like he can't. I'm sure if he watched a video where somebody pointed that out, he would be like, "Oh, I didn't even realize like
Oh, I
it
didn't
was
even know
that
I did that
obvious."
actually. Yeah. Yeah, so that one part at Junon's part in the bridge, the choreography, it goes from like it starts at Junon and then like the move like flows back to Minato and then all the way back up through them back to Junon at the end. And I'm like, I was watching it. I don't know if I've ever actually seen that canon happen. I don't know if I've ever actually clocked it. I've always been so locked in on one member that I didn't see that like really fluid motion. It was really cool.
Yeah, I feel like that's sort of why I like doing reactions to the dance practices too, because like even though we've seen the dance performance and it's like essentially the same thing, it's just, you know, they're dressed down rather than dressed up. Um
Hmm.
and the, you know, production quality is higher and all that stuff. But um I feel like we see more things that we didn't see in the performance video because the
Hmm.
performance video was just like there was just so much going on, like with the lighting and
Yeah, there's
everything like that,
lights and
and the cameras moving, and the dance practices typically, I know that they have movement versions, but for the most part they have a static camera for the dance practices, and so we're able to see more things that
hmm
like kind of get lost in like the movements and the crazy stuff happening.
yeah, that's why I watch so many dance practices. It's because of that. It's because I love being able to see the whole picture.
Yeah. What I was gonna say about Junon is that that same part in the bridge, where like the thing that he's doing with his hand, it kind of gives like the same flavor of Nova Flame, the choreo that he has in
Hmm.
that.
I see it.
Same flavor, different move,
Yeah.
but you know.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Same type of feeling.
Mhm.
But yeah. Wow. They're kind of crazy. They're kind
Yeah,
of crazy guys. Like I think they're um Monato is a crazy reliable dancer. Like he's like I know we've said this before, but like Manato's dancing in Beefers is so underrated.
and
I
I
think
think
by the majority of people.
the last time that we talked about this, it was during another dance practice. So I just think the
Oh,
dance practice
probably.
really lets him shine.
Yeah, like either there's something about it like obviously I'm a Sota Oshi, like I watch Sota all the time, but like when I'm watching dance practices, like I watch Manato a lot.
Mhm.
And I don't know why. It's just like he draws my eyes. So I don't know. He's very good. Like extremely good at what he does.
Oh yeah.
Man.
We have to talk about Naoki and that thing he did.
Yeah,
I think we mentioned it when we weren't
bro.
when we weren't recording for it, but like
Bro's going insane. It literally seems like he's trying to keep himself awake. He seems in this video seems simultaneously so locked in and so out of it at the same time.
yeah. I think
Like
his
I he
I think his body's
he
locked in and his brain is like, "Can I take a nap yet?"
yeah, he has been so busy, like far too busy. He needs to take a nap, a rest.
Yeah, I hope
But he
that
won't.
they get a lot of I hope they get a lot of rest, like I guess just before the tour. And like I guess the shows in between, because they're gonna do the
Mhm.
April shows, and then they're not gonna pick up tour again until like what, late May, early June.
Yeah, there's some kind of break, and I don't remember when it is. But yeah. I hope they also have off time like on tour. Like I hope it's not so
Yeah.
jam-packed. Like I hope they get to do some fun stuff.
Yeah,
Take some breaks.
especially especially for the cities that they haven't visited before. Like we know that they've been to New York,
Yeah.
and we know that they've been to California, but like the other states that they're visiting that they
Mhm.
haven't been to before, maybe they've only been to like once or twice.
Mhm. Yeah.
Are they going to
Man.
Arizona? I know that Soto was in Arizona.
Sota's yeah, Sota's been there. I don't think they are, no.
Okay.
I don't think so.
But
But I
yeah,
don't remember all the tour dates, so
me either.
I just remember ours because those are the only ones that matter to my brain.
Me counting down every day.
Yeah. God.
Ah, which is why we did this. I'm sure
Literally.
I'm sure that they would have had these for sale for anybody in the States that wanted to have a light stick for the show, but I needed to make sure that I had it before the show. So I used a proxy
Mm-hmm.
service, and so did Sid. Sid actually helped me. Sid and Courtney. Y'all don't know Courtney,
Yup.
but Courtney watches these videos, so shout out Courtney.
Yup. Yeah, because Courtney helped me figure out how to do it the first time, so I wouldn't have been able to tell you how to do it without her. So,
Exactly. And then I still needed Courtney's help.
well, yeah. I
Because it
can't
was
wait. I'm
different
so
for
excited.
you in Canada than it was for me in the United States. Imagine that.
Yep. Almost like we live in different countries. Crazy. Crazy. Man.
Oh, okay. Man, we can't keep stalling.
No, we can't. Oh, I'm about to like freak out.
We're gonna have a generational crash out right now.
Generational crash out live on camera.
Oh, okay.
I'm putting down this light stick. I'm putting it down. I don't need to hold it.
Actually, I think it would be funny if we did hold it while we watched this.
Okay, I will then.
That camera
I'm
worked.
very.
I didn't even hit play. It was just a frame.
Look, like I actually already have tears forming in my eyes.
Me too.
Oh my goodness gracious. Hey, at least I'm not almost crying now.
We're so
we needed that
fucking
breather.
weird. Oh, the chandelier. Oh, that's sick.
それは闇の中うめき笑う星からな Double double で始まる Now is the time まるで木のシルエット君を呼ぶ声 No oh oh 簡単だってか Cause my name これ誰のゲームいつまいたまたなしだ隠れた欠点バリが手運命こと書いた Way Baby I chose to fly Stage を抽選 time We must be crazy can't go psycho got basic Time paradox
I'm actually gonna hit myself over the head with this. Ew.
Now you back back space out watching you shake it go to temple got any cut with Now you fade back
The top down.
Sick!
Wow
Wow.
What was this?
He was pulling a me. I love those drone shots that they use. Oh my god.
He's crazy. He did it in the performance too.
Yup. He said, I'm gonna shake my head around.
The camera work on this is crazy.
Oh my god.
God. Who is he?
I don't know. Who is that and what did he do in Yuhei?
We're gonna be such freaks during the show, bro.
I'm gonna be sobbing.
They're gonna look at us in the third row and be like, oh my god.
Oh my god, these freaks.
These fucking weirdos.
Holy shit.
That was so much. I don't even know what to say.
I have one thing that I picked out that I went, oh, I remember what. Okay, so when we were when we were watching the dance practice, that first part where they're like squat and it's the hand, the wrist, the you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And we were like, oh, why is Shunto standing up and not crouching like everybody else? It's because it's his part. He's singing.
Ah.
So it makes more sense.
Yeah,
now.
it does make more sense because they do that throughout the whole thing.
Yeah. So I was like, when we were watching the dance practice, I was like, is he just being lazy? No. No, it's his part.
Well, you were like, is he just not doing the choreo? And I was like, no, it's just he's short and he doesn't want to be short.
No. Well, that's true. But
It's neither of those things, but
No.
good guess.
Good guess. Both wrong.
Oh my
Literally,
god.
what am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do?
What the fuck? Yuhei.
Yeah, what's wrong with him?
What is wrong with him?
He's grown up so much.
Dude.
Right in front of my eyes.
Because, like, you know what I'm
It's
thinking
crazy.
about?
Him
Him
when
and...
we're watching the first?
Well, bro, I'll start crying. I was going to talk about Salvia.
Well, yeah. Even in Salvia.
Yeah, he blew me away in Salvia, but now?
This is a completely different guy. That's crazy. That's crazy, bro.
That's, like, hello?
He's actually, like, leveling up right in front of our eyes. Crazy. He's insane. He's insane. They're all crazy. They're all absolute maniacs.
Like, what are we doing?
I don't know what to do about it. I'm crashing out.
The
Literally, the generational crash out. It's happening.
It's happening.
Live on camera.
Because I can't even begin to tell you how many, because for anybody at home who doesn't know, I have me and Sid, like, I can see my camera and Sid's camera on the same screen. So whenever I'm looking over this way, I'm looking at Sid, but I'm also seeing myself. And, like, every time that I looked over to look at Sid, I was making a crazier face. Like, Sid was just, like, doing this and, like, you know, doing the regular freak out. And I was just like, why?
Yeah. Meanwhile, when I've decided to just make the screen big and then I can't see either of us, and then I'm like, well, if I make a face, that's up to me and the recording. That's up to the recording.
That's between
it's not up to
Sid
me anymore.
and OBS and then me when I'm editing.
And that's just simply the choices that I have to make.
And then by the time Sid sees it, it's when she's subtitling and she can't do anything about it.
Yeah, and it's far too late for me to be like, can you cut this rancid face out of the video? Also, there's no way we could do that. So, you know. Everything's fine. Everything's fine.
Oh my god.
We literally turned on the video. I saw Sota for 0.5 seconds and immediately started freaking out.
Dude.
That sucks. That sucks
It's the
for
way
me.
that we started freaking out when I accidentally hovered over and we saw, like, a crazy shot. And we both were just like...
And I almost started crying. Now I'm choking. I'm literally gonna pass away during the filming of this video.
No, you have to make it to be first.
Oh, true. I have to go to the concert.
Immediately
Otherwise,
after the second show, you're fine.
Yeah, I don't even make it back home to Canada. They have to bury me in a different country.
That would be crazy.
They had just been doing this. They had just been doing this in Japan. Bestie were seeing this.
And they
we
couldn't
weren't.
stream it. That's crazy. If I went home after a concert and I couldn't stream that song, I'd be like, what do you mean? Give it to me right now.
Me almost breaking my light stick by whacking it against my desk. I did not mean to do that. Maybe I should put this down. Man. I literally don't even know what to say. I don't even know what to say.
They sound just, like, so insane live. Like, I can't get over it. We've seen how many live stages already? Like, a couple. Not for BE:FIRST. We haven't seen too many. We've seen more Mazel, but
We've still seen a fair number. Like,
I think Boom Boom back from Dunk or Fess or both. No, I think
not Dunk.
I think I saw Dunk by myself because we weren't gonna do
Or
a.
maybe.
I don't know. It was
I don't
something.
remember.
I saw a couple of Dunk things recently. So I was like,
Yeah. Oh yeah, that was the Boom Boom Back. That was the special stage from this year. Yeah.
yeah,
That was different. Yeah. But yeah, wow. They're crazy. Like I literally Yuhei especially.
yeah. He's
His voice sounds just different. Like it was on that watch through that we just did on I think it was like one of his first lines. The
yeah,
projection
yeah.
he had on his voice on that line was like something I was not expecting, so much to the point that I was like, who said that?
That's why
Who just sang that?
I think it reminded me of Salvia because he did the same thing on that live
The very
stage.
beginning of that song, and it's like, whoa, and then immediately you're like, okay, I'm sad. Yeah,
Yeah,
no, I guess I had never picked it up like in any other performance or any other version of this song, or this is the only time when he does it, but like on his first line on this song, I was just like, whoa. It just like hit me.
yeah. I
And I
think
was like,
every other
how
time
does a voice do that?
I think every other time it's been mixed to where they're at like the same levels, and so it's more difficult. But like when they're live, like you can't put a cap on that.
Nope. Wow. They're so cool.
They sound so solid too. Like I can't get over it.
Yeah, like literally no falters. And I'm like, okay, that's crazy. Like,
Yeah, I
I
mean,
don't, the amount that they have to practice
yeah,
for singing live like this
no
while
shit.
dancing.
And I've seen, okay, this
Yeah.
is like only semi related, but I've seen core training for his shows
Hmm.
and stuff, and he does like the I don't know what the exercise is called, but he's like basically like kicking and singing at the same time. Like I'm imagining that they do something similar to
Hmm.
train their voices to be steady when they're doing the breathing and dancing
And
and everything
dancing and
else. And
running.
yeah,
Yeah.
I imagine that they're doing
Yeah.
something like a similar kind of training, maybe not exactly like that, but still like
Definitely. They also use balloons to strengthen their diaphragms. I've seen that in so many behind the scenes videos, and I'm just like, man, they look crazy.
I saw them in one of the logs for
Yeah.
the dome tour. I saw them doing that.
Yeah, it's funny. You'll just be watching a video and it's like, will I see a balloon in this video? Probably. And then you do. But yeah, wow.
God. And the stage looks really cool. Of course,
Yeah.
I want to give props to like the stage designers, the camera work too. The camera work for like the people like with the, I'm imagining like the big cameras, like the, ones that have to be set up on like a rig and all that.
Yeah.
But also the drone camera that they use, because I saw the drone flying in a different shot, but then like they had like that top down, and then there was one where they like
Yeah.
swung around the group. Oh,
Uh-huh.
so cool.
Yeah, I love the shots where there's another specific one. I think it's from Dunk one year. I don't remember what it is. It might be Boom Boom Back from Dunk the first time. Where they've got a drone shot that goes down the aisle like that, like down the extended aisle like that, like it did in the first time, and then it like swings around and you're just like, whoa.
Yeah. It feels
I
like
just love shots like that, especially inside of a dome is crazy.
yeah, it feels like a roller coaster ride. Like that's what it feels like when
Mhm.
I'm seeing
Mhm.
from that point of view. Because I know that they've done the drone shots before. I've seen it. I saw it in Dunk in the videos that I watched by myself, and then I've seen it in other performances. And I probably Fess. I feel like they probably
Maybe,
did
yeah.
a couple for Fess, but
Yeah,
like
it's
that's
just like I don't even know. I don't even know what to say. They're just so cool.
And I like that the visuals that were on the screens were one to one with the music video. That was really cool.
Mhm. Yeah. Seeing the clock walls
The
and
yeah,
stuff
the
like
clock
that.
walls, the chessboard, the like
Yeah,
the
so they
like
were teasing the music video the whole time and they had no clue.
uh
That's crazy. That's crazy. all the bestie in there were being like, they were basically seeing all the pieces of the music video, but they had no clue.
Okay, so because we were already talking about it, I was paying more attention
Uh-huh.
to the screens in the back, and it looked like they had like even extra shots because there was like a long hallway with like the picture frames and the chandelier repeating. That wasn't in the music
Yeah.
video. There was just a couple
Which is-
extra, yeah, like just like extra
Yeah.
fluff shots that they, you know, either didn't use for the music video or they shot specifically for the dome performance or whatever it may be.
Mhm.
Just so cool.
Yeah. Man, crazy stuff. Crazy stuff. Shunto's voice sounds incredible.
Oh, Shunto
Not to
sounded
be
crazy.
not to be completely out of left field. Just immediately we finished the video and I was like, Shunto.
No, but that's
That's all I
real.
could think about.
Because I did that with Yuhei. I was like,
Yeah.
bro.
Literally, like we
Who?
finished and I was all I could think about. I was like, Shunto. Shunto. Wow.
Man. Yeah, Shunto sounded crazy. Man, I love the way Leo sounds on this track too. Like
Mhm.
I loved it on the MP3, but also live.
Yeah. Yeah, he
Holy
sounds
fuck.
really good live. Like not to say the same thing about everybody every single time. They all sound good live. Yes, we know. But like every single time I'm going to say especially blank. Fill in the blank. It could be any member. And it would
Depends
be
on
true.
the day, depends on the track.
Literally. 100%.
Man.
Wow.
Oh. And they like they were locked in.
Oh yeah. To be fair, they do look tired
Yeah.
in this video. But they look like
I
they're
wonder
also
if that
having fun.
means that they recorded this performance towards the end of their dome tour. I have to imagine.
That would make sense.
Yeah.
That would make sense to me. It would be interesting to know because I don't know which dome this is. It might say in the description.
Maybe.
But I also don't remember which domes. Like I don't remember the order.
Lighting was sick, also 1-to-1 with the music video, except it was a little bit more blue,
Mm-hmm.
and I liked that.
Yeah, more blue. Well, because it's I guess in a place that's so big like this, it's hard to get like white
Yeah, there's
lights
some
like you would in a small building. Like there's those, but
Yeah, there's some of the white lighting, but it seems more for like when there's nothing really else going on.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, because every other time they've got the screens on, and so it's difficult to make it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
needed
okay,
to give
yeah,
the
it's because they had to
spacecraft
get
atmosphere.
they had to get the beams to be white.
Mm-hmm.
Beam me
Makes
up,
sense.
Scotty.
Yep. They're literally aliens.
Wow.
Can't believe it. Can't believe we're seeing them in 3 months.
That's so fast. Stop. What do you mean?
It's March now.
Me being like, oh my god, it's gonna be so long, and now we're in March, and it's like, wait.
And I still don't have my passport yet. I'm cooking, don't worry. I'm not worried at all. Surely I'm not worried. Everything's fine.
Yeah. Yeah,
Man.
unboxing video soon. Not for Be First.
No.
For One Packed. If any of you. Actually,
Unpacked.
they have a bigger Japanese audience than I thought.
Oh yeah, no, that's because they promoted almost exclusively in Japan when they first started.
Oh, that's
because
crazy.
That's where the money is. Yeah, because it's easier. There's more venues for concerts in Japan than there are in Korea, and because K-pop is so oversaturated, it's hard to get into those places, especially as a young like rookie boy group. So they go to Japan instead because it's cheaper and easier.
So if you guys also happen to be One Packed fans, if you happen to be Anne Hart,
Yeah.
I have the unboxing video for their new album coming soon.
Yeah.
I have to do a voiceover for it because I recorded when my apartment was loud, so.
Classic.
Man. Oh my god. Their
We're gonna see
live
them on tour.
performances are just like
We're gonna see this song on tour.
in a smaller
fucking
venue
crazy.
too. Like I'm gonna be so
In a tiny venue.
yeah, I'm gonna be so
The sound
interested
system
and
is gonna knock me on my ass.
I'm so interested to know like what the stages are gonna look like because obviously at this point they're used to like the
Big
domes and
stages.
stuff like that and like doing like crazy shit with like the visuals and all of that stuff. They're not gonna be able to execute all of that. Like I'm sure they'll figure
No.
something out really cool.
Yeah. Oh, it's of course it's gonna be good, but it's gonna be so different
Yeah, I'm
from the
very
stuff that they've been
interested.
putting out recently.
Because I
Yeah.
think it'll even be different for like our shows versus like LA.
Oh, definitely. Yeah. Like even I think it's gonna be different for us between New York and Philadelphia.
True.
like
Yeah, because those venues are
Like-
very different.
like the Philly show is gonna be kind of crazy.
The Philly
It's
one
gonna be
is
kinda insane.
is like set up like a theater,
Yeah.
and then the
yeah.
New York one is like a
it's-
club.
Uh-huh.
That's
It's gonna
crazy.
be crazy.
Two different experiences, back to back, even.
Back to back, mere days apart.
Man, imagine they clock us in the audience for New York, and they see us in Philadelphia, and they're like,
Don't manifest this. Don't manifest it.
"Jay Bestie, if you have a valid visa or a passport or something, please fill up the Philly show,
The show in Philadelphia.
the show in Philadelphia.
There are plenty
There's so many seats.
there's plenty of Japanese bestie on Twitter who are talking about meeting up and making the process really easy for Japanese fans to try and come to the concert in Philly.
I
we
do
would love to
believe
have
there
you.
is a Jay Bestie on Twitter as well who like lives in Philadelphia now and was like offering to like host people, to show people around. So like it's just it's out there. It's out
Yep.
there.
Keep it in your mind.
Keep it in your brains. Also, we know somebody in the international server that is potentially hosting an event or something to get international fans and Jay Bestie to like hang out together and meet up with each other. So like keep an eye out on that on Twitter. They'll be posting about that. I think they already started posting about it, but just keep an eye
I
out.
have no clue. There's lots of stuff happening. For
There
the tour,
is.
lots of things.
There is
Things are starting to move.
there
It's
are
crazy.
We'd also like if you guys I know a lot of you guys have been commenting like, "Oh, I can't make it to any of the US shows or anything like that." But if you're watching these videos and you can, sorry for hitting the mic. If you're watching these videos and you can, we would love to meet you if you want to meet us. You don't
Mhm.
have to. But
That's crazy. But we did see some people in the comments who said that they would want to meet us if they went. So
yeah.
that's fine.
Yeah.
But be warned, it will be kind of weird for us because we are not used to doing that.
No, we're
But
just
we'll
a
be
couple
normal.
we're just a couple of fucking guys, you know.
Just two guys, you know? Just two guys.
Just two people who
Just chilling.
we're talking to our walls right now. And each other.
I'm literally talking to a heap of machinery.
Yeah,
And my friend is inside it.
Yeah, my two monitors in my camera right now.
Yep. Man, crazy.
But
And
yeah,
then we're gonna see each other in real life, in the flesh.
I know. I mean, I met
And you'll
Beck
get to
already.
see this.
I met Beck already,
Yeah,
so it was
real.
about time.
I know. I haven't gotten to meet Beck.
I know, and y'all been
Damn.
friends for like almost a year longer than we've been friends.
Of the group of us that are all currently friends and talking regularly, I've known, of all of those people, I've known Beck the longest. Beck and I have known each other more than any of the rest of that group has known anybody else, and yet Beck and I are the ones who have not met.
Crazy.
That's okay. It'll happen eventually. I'll go to Iowa.
Next ATs for sure.
Oh, surely.
Just come to the United States for the next ATs instead of Toronto, which I'm sure they'll do again.
Yeah, but I like Toronto. I live here.
It doesn't cost you a
My goodness.
fuck ton of money to come to a show in
It cost
Toronto.
me $20 to go downtown. And that's it. Actually, it only cost me $15 to take the train, so that's why I like Toronto.
My god.
But yeah, wow. Wow. I love Be First. I love Spacecraft.
They did
I love
it again.
Sota. They did it again.
did
And they're
it
gonna
again.
keep doing it.
I can't believe they have
I can't
more
believe it.
videos.
I
Okay,
know. There's like
crazy
6 more.
boss.
There's like 6 more spacecraft related videos. This will be our last video on spacecraft, unless they
everything-
post something absolutely crazy. But this seems like our wheelhouse is the music video, the dance performance, the dance practice, and a live stage.
Yeah.
That seems
That's the formula
perfect for me.
that's the formula.
That's what we're gonna do. Everything else can be off the record because we need to have some videos for
off
ourselves.
the record, you know.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Okay. Well,
Yeah.
thank y'all for
We
hanging
simply
out.
have to wrap it up.
We do. Thank y'all for hanging out with us today. We will catch you guys in the next video. The next video is going to be episode 8 of the first.
Yes, and we're gonna record it right now.
And that'll be posted on Saturday. This is going up, obviously. It's Wednesday.
Wednesday.
It'll be Wednesday morning for us when this goes up, but Wednesday late evening for Japan.
Yes.
But Wednesday nonetheless.
Yes.
And then Saturday will be the first. And then I believe the next video we have that's gonna be music is Joker from Mazel.
Yes, it will be.
Which is
The music video
exciting
and the dance
because I know
practice.
that song has been popping off, and
Yeah.
Mazel really recently had a TikTok of them being stupid go viral, so huge for them.
Yep. Very exciting. It's a very good song. You're gonna like it. So
And then Naoya just had acting gig or like fashion something.
yeah, he just got, well, both actually. He just got cast in, I think it's like a show. It's either a show or a movie, and it's a remake of a manga. And he also just walked for Tokyo Girls Collection.
Okay, yeah. So I saw the pictures for the Tokyo Girls, and I think I saw the promo for the
Yeah.
show, movie, whatever it is.
Whatever it is.
So that's huge for him.
Exciting.
That's massive.
Yes.
And I do want to mention Eddie. I have been listening to Eddie songs. Sid made me a playlist of songs that like we won't necessarily do reactions for, or we're gonna do reactions, but I should know the song before we do the reaction. So there's a bunch of Eddie songs on there. There's some Sky High songs on there. There's a lot of Chanmina songs on there.
Yeah.
A couple other things on there. I think
A couple Shota songs on there.
yeah, there's quite a few Shota songs on there. There's one Posse song on there.
Yes, there's one, and it's Tokyo Night Dreaming, right?
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah. Well, just because it's like, there's no music video or anything for that song, so it's just like, it's just a good song, and I
Just
know
a
you'd
good
like
song.
it because it's got Reiko on it. So, yeah, it's the only Reiko song that I could send you.
Yeah,
So,
because he's
I was
got
like, I
videos
might
for
as
all
well
of his
try.
songs.
yeah, everything else has a music video that we would have to watch. But yeah,
Yes, sir.
we're expanding.
We're expanding. We're doing the damn thing. I've also heard Villains. I don't know if we've recorded since I've heard Villains, but oh my god, I love that song.
I love Villains. That's
Pretty
one
sure
of my
that's
favorite
I'm pretty sure
songs.
that's another polarizing song, but it's good.
Oh, it's
That is
fantastic. It's
that is my
basically-
opinion.
It's just polarizing if you don't like EDM, basically. And if you do like EDM, you're like, oh, this is a good song. And if you don't, then obviously you're not gonna like it. But yeah, I love Villains.
I sent it in my friend's stream Discord, and somebody replied to me and said, "My brain went brr."
No, literally. Like that's what happens when you and that's what I want to happen.
Exactly.
I put on that video so that I can just be like,
What
the
are
whole
those?
time.
What are those machines that like I don't know? It's for like cleaning or something. It's like cleaning jewelry. You put a solution in it, and then it just like
yeah.
That's what my
it
brain
does
does.
to my
Yeah.
brain. Yeah. Oh my god.
Shota, thank you for the brain cleaning song. It's
It's
literally called Villains.
Literally called Villains, and we're saying that it's cleaning our brain. I need to put this dolphin down. I can't stop holding it.
Okay.
My goodness. Let's end this thing.
Yeah. Thanks for hanging out. We'll catch you guys in the next one. Usual spiel. If you liked the video, like the video, comment if you have anything to say to us related to this video or not. and then subscribe. You're literally already here. Most of you are returning viewers at this point. There's something like 70 something % of you that aren't subscribed. You're here. Just hit the subscribe button. Just hit it. Just be our friend.
It's free.
It's free.
Yeah.
Just be our friend.
Yeah.
And then you'll get
Fair
notified when
socialism.
we post. And then you won't have to remember to come check our channel.
Yeah. Perfect.
It's a win-win. All right.
Yeah.
I and Sid will see you guys on Saturday. Bye.
For the next episode of the first. Goodbye.